way to work, at the gym, and at home. They're our local radio personalities. And all week this week, we're waking up on the radio with what life is really like as a radio personality.
You can see we've got Lauren Hall there right now with Rob Lucas. Good morning.
Good morning, Jordan and Teresa. If you listen to Rob Lucas on Star 102.5 in the morning, you probably feel like you're having a party every morning on the way to work or school.
Well, first of all, Jordan, cooking it up. She held the smile for like 40 seconds here.
That was a natural smile.
Unbelievable. Oh, but speaking of natural, I worked in my hair because you guys were in today.
It looks great.
Okay,
it looks fabulous.
Well, normally, I really had to work. Normally, when I come in, this is what it looks like.
Now, who took that
when
picture?
I get out of bed? This is, I was at Starry Night in the Garden 2014.
It looks really good. Are you sure? Are you regretting it at all that you changed your hair just for us?
No, I just thought, change it up every now and again. Come on, you got to be stylish.
Well, you look so stylish today, and I'm just absolutely loving the music that you're playing. So far, we've heard Bruno Mars, Miley Cyrus. Right now, we have the Veronicas going on.
Veronica's coming to Starry Night in the Garden 2015, along with Katie Tiz, along with Andy Grammer. Shameless plug, get your tickets now at ticketfly.com. VIPs, one VIP left, that's about it.
But if people listen to you, then they know that you're very heavy on the music. It's not as much talk, it's more music. How do you pick out music for the morning?
It's half and half. It's you get the music you want, but you also get the information you need. How do we pick out music for the morning? Basically, we open up the CD closet, whatever rolls out, we pick it up off the ground and play it. No, it's a little bit of gut, it's a little bit of research. I've been here long enough where I kind of know the mood of the city. That's what every morning show does. As you go throughout the morning shows throughout the week, we all kind of gauge the mood of the city, the mood of our listener, and what they want to hear, what they want to talk about, and we kind of go from there.
Like I said, the party mood is going strong. Really quick, Jordan wants to know why you choose the earbuds rather than the over-the-ear earphones.
It's funny, but not so funny. About 15 years ago, I came down with a slight case of tinnitus, ringing in the ear, because too many years of Rolling Stones blasting in your ears. So I went to the smaller earbuds that made me keep it a little bit lower before they break the threshold. And it's funny, I was a trendsetter. Now everybody's doing them. I had them before there were Walkmans.
He's the most stylish guy in radio right now. Rob Lucas in the morning on Star 102.5. You can learn much more about Wake Up on the Radio on WIVB.com all this week. Back to you.
It's odd to talk to you without tweeting.
A commercial break, but for a little bit here, we're going to check in with Wake Up on the Radio. News 4's Lauren Hall has been live all week checking in with your favorite radio stations.
And we want to see what's happening right now over at Star 102.5. Lauren, good morning to you, and Rob Lucas there behind you.
That's right, Teresa. Now inside Rob Lucas's studio, we are jamming out to a little Andy Grammer. And Rob, I found your song list. I actually just tweeted it out, and you know
what? That's government property. That's copyrighted government property.
Am I in trouble for doing that?
It's not like we're going to play that stuff on the air for like 3 different states or anything. So go right ahead.
All right. Well, you know emojis, right? This is the emoji I used for your song list this morning. Okay. I used.
Actually,
Up next, what do we have after Andy Grammer?
We've got me talking weather, then we've got Magic Crew, then Katy Perry. No, I don't want to tell them. You got to listen to find this out.
All right, if you're headed out,
we're based on you listening. We're not going to tell you. No, listen.
It's the music you want and the information you need. We're live all morning for Wake Up on the Radio with Rob Lucas at Star 102.5. Back to you.
Happening all week long. Yesterday, we checked in with Janet and Nick on Kiss 98.5.
Today, we're sticking with pop music, seeing what's going on with Rob Lucas over at Star 102.5.
Gearing up for a big concert, we know News 4's Lauren Hall is live. What's happening, Lauren?
Yeah, that's right, Jordan and Teresa. It's the music that you want and the information that you need in the morning here on Star 102.5. I'm standing right over Rob's shoulder, and
Keep going, I can't talk yet.
He's actually live on the radio, so we're kind of getting a real behind-the-scenes feel. I believe. There we go.
58. It's 45 at Star 102.5.
How about that?
Excited.
Was that nerve-wracking for you?
Gosh, no, not at all. By the way, in case I thought I would save your graphics team some work, so there.
I mean, that looks fabulous.
I can get. Thank you. How you doing?
Rob, how long have you been doing this here at Star?
Far, far, far too long. Most mornings when I wake up, I'm like, how soon can I get a nap?
What is your usual morning routine like?
Same thing as everybody else, except we do it a little bit earlier, not quite as early as you. You stumble out of bed, you try to make it across the vodka bottles on the floor. I can do that. I don't have kids. Don't do that at home. No, but seriously, you kind of figure out the next thing I do is I check the phone, find out how the Mets blew the game last night.
Always.
Wish I could talk about it all day. Mets, please trade Daniel Murphy, please. And then you just go from there. It's kind of like what you do. You gauge the mood of the city based on what you read, what you see on the internet, things going through your mind. I know I want to talk about Starry Night in the Garden, which is June 17th.
Who's coming to Starry Night in the Garden?
Andy Grammer, Katie Tiz, the Veronicas. Great follow-up question.
I think that you've played music from every single one of those artists in the last, we're we're almost going into hour 2 here, and that's the kind of music you play in the morning.
That's one thing about our show is we're music intensive, but we are not slow. We're not boring. We have a lot of energy. People who listen, I want them to either laugh, maybe cry, maybe be inspired. Maybe later on today, Gina Browning will be here with a dog, and if the dog doesn't go on our new carpeting, maybe actually if the dog does, that would be much better radio.
There's a lot of construction and renovations going on here at the station. It's an exciting time to be here.
We got construction guys over there. They're signing union contracts now so they can be on TV. Pretty cool. These are my producers, Alex and Jimmy. They prepare all the audio that people hear when I get highlights from like Letterman, highlights from many nighttime shows. They do all that beforehand. They're all over social media. And besides that, it's so odd to talk to you and not be tweeting with you. I feel like we should be doing
We've been
this.
doing a lot of tweeting this morning.
You have, like, you just sit out there like tweeting all the time. It's like I feel like we're college kids sitting next to each other yet talking and texting.
But being on the radio, it is kind of like a college sort of feel. It's like a college type of community.
Yeah, well, that's the way you make it. I mean, it's whatever you make it, I should say. You can come in and just say, I'm going to play music and just we'll go home. Or it's radio, especially in the morning, it's companionship. It's a nice little club. And some clubs are wacky and crazy, and some clubs are nice and homey. Each person, when they go to work doing what I do, just decides, how can I deliver what my audience wants to know in a way that they'll appreciate it? So I hope they hear their favorite song. I hope they get inspired by something we talk about. I hope they learn something when they get to work.
And speaking of companionship and inspiration, Rob mentioned that Gina Browning from the SPCA will be joining us in the next segment in the 8 o'clock hour here on the CW23, and we're going to have an inspiring little furry friend to meet us right in the studio. Back to you.
All right, Lauren, we look forward to that coming up. 8:12 here on News for Wake Up, and all week we are taking you to local radio stations. It's part of our Wake Up on the Radio series.
Pretty neat to see all the people behind the microphones. You hear them every morning, and Lauren Hall is meeting them all in person for us. Waking up on the radio today at 102.5.
Good morning, Jordan and Teresa. I'm talking quietly right now because we are right inside the Star 102.5 studios, and they're actually doing a live interview. Rob Lucas is interviewing Gina Browning from the SPCA about a dog. And you can see Harvey right now they brought in a dog just because we were going to be here today. We do want to listen into a little bit of their conversation, so I'm going to hold the microphone up so you can hear some of it.
Be available at 11 a.m. at the Tonawanda Shelter. We're at 205 Ensminger Road in Tonawanda, and he is ready to meet you and your family.
And here's the whole thing. We have brand new carpeting in our building. Harvey has not taken the opportunity to soil it at all.
Hasn't even expressed interest.
I want our GM, Greg Reed, to know that because I was taking my life in my hands with the construction here. Also, at the same time, Harvey has been here, 20 minutes? There's all these people all over. We've got TV lights. Harvey has not barked, has not acted up. It's unbelievable.
You know what's unbelievable to me? The particular interest he took in you. And interestingly enough, he gets along with other dogs. Especially Westies, from what I understand, right, Hillary?
Okay.
Especially Westies.
Harvey and Penny sitting in a tree.
That's right, yeah.
Great. Lauren, you want to do it in?
Yeah, if I could butt in, I have to say, Gina, have you ever had a dog that was on the radio and on television at the same time?
This may be the first simulcast, and Harvey's the perfect dog for that. It's like we went through all of our dogs and picked out the one who, Hillary picked out Harvey, and he's doing a great job.
Too bad we couldn't get one little bark.
Harvey is now a TV star. Harvey will be adopted at some point this morning, 11 o'clock, Ensminger Road Shelter. All right, I'll let you guys do what you need to do for TV, and we'll do fun on Star 102.5.
You know what? I think he's still posing, isn't he?
All right, that was your behind-the-scenes look at Gina Brown from the SPCA's, her interview with Rob. She is in studio every single Wednesday, not always with a dog, though, so thank you again for bringing Harvey.
Thanks to Hillary, yeah.
We really appreciate it, Hillary. If you want to adopt Harvey, you can call the SPCA today.
That's right.
Thanks so much. Back to you, Jordan and Teresa.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
bet Harvey already has a new owner.
Harvey's popular.
Mike right now in the Star 102.5 studios with Rob Lucas. Commercial break. What do you normally do in commercial breaks, Rob?
This.
Gotta hydrate. Very important for any career, especially one that you use your voice, right?
I'm a realist and honest. Yeah, I'm a little rough today, so we'll get there. We can make it through here.
When we come back, we're going to have some trending topics for you. But if you're headed out to your car, we're going to take a commercial too. If you're headed out to the car now, turn on Star and you will hear Maroon 5 next.
I want to save my water.
Stories trending as you wake up this morning.
Lauren Hall is live with Rob Lucas on Star 102.5 as we wake up on the radio.
Jordan, Teresa, time to play a little bit of What's Trending with Rob Lucas. Rob, I know that you know some of the topics, but the first one this morning, I'm going to surprise you.
Okay.
It's one of those things that sounds like an April Fool. It just sounds too good to be true. Domino's has a new program where you can tweet your pizza order.
Oh, Domino's Pizza.
Yeah.
Tweet your order. That's good. Convenience is nice. But Buffalo, I got to stick up for the local pizzerias. This is a tough market for any national chains, one of the weakest in the nation. So local pizzerias with me always win, but good one, Domino's.
I didn't tell you the best part.
Okay.
This is how you do it. You tweet the emoji of the pizza to Domino's.
A little pizza, little sign there. Okay.
That's all you got to do.
Okay. Hashtag ad. We have to do that for our end. Otherwise, people will think I'm getting free Domino's pizza now.
But you might order a pizza on Twitter?
Yeah, I think everybody would. Eventually, I think Twitter, social media, yeah. People who now, I never thought I would be on Twitter. And now it's
But
like
you
every
are
morning.
on it. You are there.
Thank you for liking my 5 a.m. write-in reports in the middle of winter. No, I never thought I would like Twitter. Got into it. Twitter is like Facebook for people with brains. No, I shouldn't say that.
We're going to move on,
Facebookers.
but we're going to stick with Twitter and emojis
Sorry.
because there's something else you can do with emojis on Twitter, and that is you can give back to endangered species. We have pulled up right now that this is really creative. It's the World Wildlife Fund. They've realized that 17 of the emojis are actually endangered species. So right now, if you tweet any of these 17 emojis, they'll donate about 10 cents towards those endangered species, towards saving them.
You know me and animals. We had the SPCA in earlier. This is a good thing. I'm for this, except for, really, do we need to save turtles? I can see dolphins.
Hey, you know the Ninja Turtles are in town, right? We don't want to make them mad.
But turtles, penguins, yeah, camels. Wait a minute, there's a frog on there?
Sure.
Okay, that's like saving squirrels.
Aren't the monkeys so cute, though? I love the monkeys.
Okay, yeah, fine. Hear no evil, see no evil, nice. But I'm okay with it. I guess it's... although the WWF, they're the ones who they sued the old WWF, which to me will always be wrestling. So now I'm against them because I'm always for wrestling against animals.
All right, well, I just tweeted that out in case you want to tweet any of the endangered emoji species to help save the animals.
You tweeted something. How amazing that is.
It is
Where'd you
amazing.
find the time?
You know what else was amazing?
What's that?
Jack Eichel's goal yesterday. He scored in the World Championships with Team USA to win it in overtime over Slovakia. Did you see the goal?
Yeah, I saw Barry Melrose talking about that on ESPN. I heard the Sabres are going to trade the pick. I just wanted to get a reaction. No, it's really cool. We had Jack Eichel in studio back when people didn't even realize who Jack Eichel was. And the only thing I'm a little leery about, and it's sports in general, not the Sabres, we put so much trust and faith in one person's going to come and change everything. And very often it's not like that, especially with hockey players. They're so young. They're not 25 or 26, not totally developed yet. So still years away. I'll be more excited when he gets here, but yeah, amazing goal last night.
Of course, anything could happen. Jack Eichel is expected to go number 2 where the Sabres have the pick, but anything can happen on draft day, so we don't know if we'll be seeing him in that Sabres sweater, but I swear, hearing Jack Eichel wins it in overtime has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
You think about it for the future. That's what you want to hear. Sabres at the end of it and not Boston College or whatever team he's playing for.
Maybe someday. All right, we've been live with Rob at Star 102.5 as Wake Up hits our radio tour this week. Thank you so much for having us. Jimmy and Alex, thank you so much for having us.
They did so much work behind the scenes. These guys are excellent producers. And also, they both work part-time, so if you've got a job for them, they're great at what they do. Producer, once you're a producer for me, I'll go out of my way to shill for a job for you.
Shameless plug
Seriously,
from Rob
they're great.
Lucas
Hire
here at
them.
Star. Thank you so much. Jordan Teresa, back to you.
That's awesome.
He's either trying to help them or to get rid of them. I can't tell which.
Hopefully help.
Hopefully help.
Hopefully help his producers.
Thanks,
All right.
Lauren.